So you've heard somewhere that liquidation is one of the best side hustles out there, and it is. If you're like most people, your next step is to Google liquidation. Click on the first result that catches your eye, scroll through all the listings that are offered, find something cool to buy, and you click on that. Right? Hold up. I know you're excited the chance of earning some money, and I love your enthusiasm, but you're gonna be spending way more money than necessary if you don't do a few things before you click that buy button. Our goal with this video series is to give you the tools you need to create a successful liquidation business for the long term. One of the things that you need to know before buying any liquidation inventory is that if you don't set up your business right, you're gonna have to pay sales taxes on your merchandise purchases. Now I know, taxes. No one likes taxes, but it is something you as a business owner need to pay attention to. But I'm happy to tell you that because you're watching this video, you're not gonna have to pay sales taxes on any of the liquidation merchandise you buy to resell. Now, no, there's no promo code. This is something that any person starting a reselling business can do. That's why my name is Jose, and on this episode of Learning Liquidation, we're gonna go over what a resale certificate is, why your business needs one, what are the advantages of having one, and how to get set up. So with all that out of the way, let's get right into it. When you're looking at potential inventory to buy, it's obviously important to know how much you're going to have to pay to get it. Now, typically the purchase cost is easy to find on a listing and understand, but there are two additional costs you must account for when you're evaluating if merchandise is worth buying, and those are freight shipping costs and sales taxes. Now, we'll talk about shipping costs in the next video. Today, we're going to be talking about sales tax, but more importantly, how to be exempt from paying it. I bet I've got your attention now. To take advantage of this, you will need to get yourself something called a resale certificate. This certificate allows you to source inventory without having to pay sales taxes on it if you plan to resell it. Now, the resale certificate only exempts you from paying taxes on goods when you buy them from the supplier. Once you do eventually turn over those goods and sell them to eager buyers, you are obligated to collect sales tax and remit it to your state government. But your customer foots the bill for that, so that's not on you. Now, you don't technically need a reseller certificate. You can still buy inventory without one, but having a reseller certificate has benefits that make not getting one a huge mistake. For example, most liquidation marketplaces support the use of a reseller certificate, and some even force you to have one just to sign up and get access to inventory. Without one, you won't be able to purchase at all. The last thing you want to do is a bunch of research, be ready to buy, and find out you can't because you didn't get something you probably should have already had. Bummer. But the main advantage of a reseller certificate is obviously not having to pay the sales tax on your inventory purchases. With every dollar saved not paying taxes, it means you have more ready cash available to either keep on hand or funnel it into larger purchases. Businesses with resale certificates also have a higher profit margin since they aren't on the hook for a sunk cost like taxes, which don't add any value to their inventory. I can't stress this enough. Rather than getting excited and jumping into a purchase, it's worth properly setting up your business for long-term success by registering for a reseller certificate with your local state government. You need to remember, while you only need to register for this certificate once, you can use it on every inventory purchase you make. Over the long haul, that can add up to massive savings and provide you with a short path to success and profitability. I'm sure you can see by now why getting a reseller certificate is so worth it. Pro tip, in order to register for a resale certificate, you're going to have your business structure in place already and registered in good standing with your state government. So it makes sense that if you're just starting out, you get your business registered and get the resale certificate as soon as you've completed that step. Now, if you have a business already and you're ready to get a resale certificate, where do you go to get one? Unfortunately, there isn't a single place to do this for everyone since each state has its own, and I don't think you want to sit here as I go through the different steps for every state. So, if you head to the description down below, you'll find an article link that outlines how to get your hands on a reseller certificate online for every state. Once you get a business registered and you have your resale certificate in hand, you're ready to start buying inventory. If you are ready to buy but don't know how to properly research listings to know if they are worth buying, you can watch our last video. In our next video, we'll talk about the top tips for minimizing freight shipping costs. We want you to succeed. Saving money on sales tax and shipping are crucial things to understand, so make sure to stay tuned for the next video. If you like this video, consider hitting that like button. If you have any questions or topics you want us to cover, then leave them in the comments down below. Finally, if you want to continue learning the best tips and tricks as you go through your journey into running a liquidation resale business, then consider subscribing and hitting that bell icon to stay up to date with future learning liquidation videos. Thanks for watching.